Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will get the first possession of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 35, he's loose. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Feeling some heat. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Turn after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. He'll set up to throw. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Cardinal!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a...
Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. The 10. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a first and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces third and goal. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Stanford. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Grabs it in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's complete. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
On second down, he'll fire. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a move. Oh, what a cut! The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They move the tight end all over. They want to throw it. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. And that time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wide receiver shows motion. On the run, it's Price. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They'll try to snap it quickly. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Stanford quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent pick. Throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. From the gun, trying to get to him. Coming after him. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman, kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And back to the air on 2nd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
Pocket starts to collapse. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on first down. He's right on target. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Quickly to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls down.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Palo Alto. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, man? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third down play from the gun. And the pass is intercepted.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I bet they do.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Off play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. 14. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Stanford has it back. Going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was
open runway ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Unloads quickly. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Stanford wants to push the pace. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Cantrell. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing a read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. A strike downfield.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Number 9.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 18 over Appalachian State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Stanford quickly to the line. He's got it on the right. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Takes the handoff. It's Price. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They're testing the right side here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
Man, I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision, but the blocking was outstanding.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Off play action on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Finds a crease at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the ground. He's got it again.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. The snap sets up to throw. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants a big play here late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winners.